Well, money is often an uncomfortable topic to navigate, and as the cost of everything gets more and more expensive, you may be more tempted to charge things on a credit card, or maybe you are struggling with years of debt. That is why we're bringing in our financial expert here on Money Monday, Tori Dunlap of her first 100K. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me back.
So let's talk about this daunting problem that a lot of people want to avoid or not talk about. We know it's at an all-time high for credit card debt, so why are people struggling so much to pay it off?
Well, the cost of everything is really expensive right now, right? You go to any grocery store, the cost of eggs alone, right? It feels like I need credit card debt, take on credit card debt just to buy a dozen eggs. So I think it's coupled with a lack of education around credit cards and how they work and how to make sure, the slippery slope doesn't happen. But it's really just because everything's really expensive, and a lot of people don't save that emergency fund first, which we've talked many weeks about. And so it's just that becomes the default solution.
Yeah. So what is one first easy step someone should take if they're feeling overwhelmed by what the number says on their credit card?
Yeah, I think the first thing is that it might be painful, but we have to pull our head out of the sand. We have to un-ostrich ourselves and really start to understand, where is our debt living, what's going on, because we can't get a plan until we know the lay of the land, right? You have to look at your numbers. So whether that's making yourself like a down comforter cocoon, glass like bottle of wine to look at things, we need to get honest with ourselves. And the second thing, a lot of people have multiple kinds of credit card debt, and so they end up they don't focus on just one and they put their debt on all of it. They're like, okay, I'm gonna try to pay off all of them at once. Focus on the one with the highest interest rate first. That's the one that's costing you the most money. Put all of your effort towards that card first.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know a lot of people wondered, can debt consolidation help? I mean, we've all probably gotten those texts or emails from our bank saying, want to consolidate, and is that a good idea?
Yeah, we actually got an amazing question from a viewer about consolidation. And I think one of the best things you can do if you have credit card debt, if you have a high amount of credit card debt and a high interest, we're talking like over 20% interest. This is a great time to look into what's called a personal loan. A personal loan can slash your interest rate sometimes in half, and it's also not compounding every day. This is what makes credit cards such a slippery slope, is that the interest compounds every single day. Personal loans, the interest rate doesn't compound. It's one set fee. So we have the one we recommend at herfirst100k.com/payoff. And if you go to that link, we have vetted it for you. It's a great way. We've seen community members literally 15% interest. They've slashed it.
Wow.
And they've saved like $20,000 in interest by doing this. So it gives you a nice reset, especially if that credit card debt keeps accumulating and gets more and more overwhelming.
Yeah, and a common question I think too is some people wonder, every time I charge something, should it be my debit or my credit? Because maybe you get points, maybe there's an incentive there. What is the smartest thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you can manage a credit card responsibly, credit cards are great. I love them. I use them like debit cards, but credit cards should only be used if you can pay your bills on time and in full. Otherwise, we want to make sure we're building a better relationship with our credit cards before we're using them. They are not our emergency fund. They are not, to go spend and splurge. They are there as great tools for us. I joke that they're like knives, right? Knives can make you veggies if used properly, or make you dinner, or they can cut you, right? And you have to make sure you're using them properly.
Very true. Yeah, so don't go open all the credit cards that might have a deal on them.
Definitely not. Make sure you can manage them responsibly. And again, that consolidation can be really, really helpful. So we have the link on our website, herfirst100k.com/payoff. Great way to reset for the summer. And you can check also without even checking your credit scores. You can go look and see if you qualify, see if that makes sense for you.
Love it. Summer savings.
Exactly.
Great. All right, Tori, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Always so helpful to hear from you. And we also want to hear from you all watching. Do you have any questions for us? Text money to 206-448-4545. You can submit your questions for Tori to answer right here on King 5 News at 4.